Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds without bariatric surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you all the food that I ate this week while I was recovering from COVID. Yes, COVID. Smack dab in the middle of my keto cut. Annoying as heck. So we'll be giving you the nitty gritty on how I ate to cope with COVID this week, and I will also be talking later about how things are going with my family. I know everyone's probably pretty worried about my daughter-in-law after last week's video, so I'll be giving you an update post-haste on this video. So I'm glad that you are here. Sit back and relax. Don't forget to check out the About section where you can find all the awesome ways that you can support the channel, all of my products that I am affiliated with, and of course, all of my information on how to get started on your own weight loss journey, all in the About section below. So check that out. All right, so let's get started. Going into this week with COVID, I had some weird expectations. Well, I don't know about weird. I was very confused about what I was going to attempt. I am smack dab in the middle of a cut. My plan was to do a cut all the way up until Halloween and then do kind of a reverse diet, adding a little bit more calories week by week so that when I got to January, I would be back to my maintenance calories and hopefully I would have trimmed out a little bit before the plastic surgeon sees me for my 6-month visit. If you missed my last video, I talked about what the plastic surgeon's plans for me in January is. It's possible that I might be doing a revision. So if you want to check out more details about that, don't forget to check out the video that was about my 3-month scar update. All that aside, I do want to trim out a little bit of body fat a little bit before I go in there in January. And of course, I just want to see the scale go down because let's be real. As much as I really love looking at myself in the mirror, which I do think I'm looking really great, I also really hate seeing that number on the scale. Now, I'm really grateful that it's not in the 200s anymore, and I am really grateful to see it going down and down and down, but I really don't love that number that it's at. And I know it's stupid to be focused on a numbers game, but when it comes to weight loss, I know people have a lot of questions about how I can look so good or feel like I'm done losing weight when my scale is so high. I get asked all the time, how tall are you? And I think the reason people ask is because they think, dang, she looks really good for almost 200 pounds. And that's annoying to me. I don't want people to think, hey, she looks really good for 200 pounds. I want people to think, hey, she looks really good. Because I do, and I feel very healthy. I'm really looking beautiful and in good shape. But that stupid scale is driving me absolutely bonkers. And that's just honest truth. I'm 5'7", by the way, in case you're going to ask me again. I think I finally added it to the description because I got tired of answering that question. Not that everybody reads the description anyway, which you should right now. Read the description because I spend a lot of time on those. Whatever. Anyway, you're not here for that. You're here to see how I coped with COVID. Last we spoke, I had just discovered that I had it. So actually I had just tested positive, I think that morning. When I recorded the video. So I was just heading into not knowing city, and that's scary. So I'm just going to let the video speak for itself. What I did is I still did my 360 last Sunday, and I still did one today. Honestly, I don't know if there's any change. You shall have to be the judge of that. I'm just going to let the clips speak for themselves. You can see what I did with calories, and then we'll come back. So if you're looking to see what I ate and all of my weights, I'm just gonna put it all in this section right here and come back and we can discuss where we're heading from here.
Monday. It is the first day of the third week that I'm supposed to be doing my cut, and this morning I was feeling not that great. Took one of those home COVID tests and it tested positive. So yay, not feeling very happy about that. I just went and got a PCR test done, but I won't know till tomorrow night what that says, but I'm guessing it's going to be positive. So I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to eat much this week if I get sicker. So I'm going to try and eat a little bit more today in preparation for that. So I stopped and got me some wings for my first meal of the day. It is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm having 9 plain wings with sauce on the side, some vegetables, also a salad with ranch dressing. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, I am editing videos and I am hungry again. So I am going to have a Built Bar and a Puff Bar because that's how I roll. Hey guys, here I am on the COVID train by myself in my room all day long. About to have my last meal of the day. Dave made me a chicken crust pizza. Looks amazing. He made this with 7 ounces of drained canned chicken breast, 30 grams of Parmesan cheese and an egg and some seasoning. Bake the crust, and then after the crust is nice and crispy, you put on the top the toppings. And on the top I have 60 grams of mozzarella cheese, 30 grams of pepperoni, 80 grams of mushroom, 20 grams of olives. Oh my goodness, I can't think of what it is. Olives. And I'm gonna have a Built Bar. I bet you couldn't guess. And that is gonna be my last meal of the day. Morning guys, it's the next day. We actually still don't know the results of our test yet. I mean, apparently it's the world's longest test. Ronnie went yesterday to an IHC center in Provo, which I considered going to yesterday, but I didn't want to drive that far. And they already have their results back. Ronnie and Josh tested negative, which means I couldn't have exposed anybody on Wednesday, which is the last time I really talked to Ronnie until Saturday. So I told him to keep watching for symptoms. Everyone has been super nice about it, even my family, which if I were them, I'd probably be not as nice. So I'm pretty grateful for everybody being so understanding about this whole thing. It's day 2 so far. No crazy symptoms. So like my only symptoms are my scratchy throat is gone. I don't really have a cough. It's just my stuffy nose. And this morning I'm for sure do not have taste or smell. I just brushed my teeth. I haven't eaten anything yet, but I just brushed my teeth and couldn't taste it. And I'm like, ah, dang it. So seriously, like that is all. No fever. I've got my window open, cracked open about 3 inches just for ventilation so that if, you know, kids or my husband has to come in here, that they don't immediately just get like hit in the face with COVID germs. I don't know if that's really helpful or not, but so far nobody's really had to come in here very much. Just Dave's brought me some stuff and food and stuff like that. We're going to continue on like that with me in here by myself. I did some like planks and squats and like exercises because I figure, well, if I'm not too sick to exercise, I may as well get something, you know, accomplished in case I do get too sick to do anything. So yeah, that's all I did. This morning, couldn't sleep, so I went to bed really late. I couldn't sleep without Dave. It was weird. And then I woke up at 6 o'clock. Can't go back to sleep. So, yeah, you can tell I'm bored. Just want to talk to somebody. Anybody? Are you out there? COVID out. Alrighty, guys. It is noon on day 2 with COVID. I'm feeling okay, just relaxing in my bed. This stupid nose makes me sound ridiculous. Dave just brought me some food. I am going to be having 4 ounces of ham, 2 eggs with scrambled eggs with some fat-free cheddar cheese in it. I have 30 grams. Some yogurt, a cup of yogurt with lemonade Mio and some blueberries and a Built Bar. And it's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty, guys. Here is my awesome meal that Dave made me. I was craving soup because I'm sick, and he made me some hamburger soup. It's got like 8 ounces of hamburger in it and a whole bunch of veggies and some Quest protein chips. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a Built Bar after, but I might, or some Lily gummy bears. And that's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's noon, COVID day 3. I'm feeling okay. Feeling a little better than yesterday actually, so that's good. Dave just brought me breakfast. So I'm having, same as yesterday, 2 scrambled eggs with 30 grams of cheddar, fat-free cheddar cheese, 4 ounces of ham, some Greek yogurt with lemonade Mio, and 30 grams of blueberries and a Built Bar. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. Guys, I just got this sweet gift from one of you guys awesome people. It is a person who has their own channel, so I want you to go check out Can Dance Brewer if you haven't already. And yes, it's spelled just like it sounds, Can Dance. I've shared some of her videos on my channel before because she is awesome. She is my in real life friend and she takes very good care of me. And look what she sent me, guys. Some lovely bath bombs because she knows how much I love taking baths. And guess what? I'm totally out and have been for a couple of weeks. So thank you, Candy. I appreciate it so much. And guys, go give Can Dance Brewer some love. Hey guys, it is 6 o'clock on COVID day 3 and all of a sudden I became extremely hungry. A couple hours ago, Dave offered to bring me some food up and I wasn't hungry, so I said no, and now he's out working on things in the yard, so I'm not going to bug him. So I'm going to have what I've got in my room, which is, you know what I have in my room, right? Come on, guys, let's be real. I could actually have some Quest chips because I have a whole huge box of them and even some Lily gummies, but I think I'm going to stick to these Quest cookie, Built Bar, and a Built Puff so I can get lots of protein with my snackage, and that is going to be my second meal of the day. Oh, evening, guys. All of a sudden in the last couple of hours my back has started hurting so bad. I've tried everything to try and calm it down. It's like between my shoulder blades is like seizing up like a vice. I don't know if it's a COVID symptom because I don't have any fever. I thought that the muscle ache thing was from fever, but I'm guessing maybe it's also just a thing that happens. I don't know, but it sucks. So I just took 4 ibuprofen. Yes, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, hoping that will kick in soon because I've about had it. Also, I'm completely nauseous. And it's dinner time. Yay! So, tonight I'm having taco salad with 6 ounces of 90-10 ground beef, a pack of Quest chips, 2 cups of lettuce, 60 grams of tomatoes, 60 grams of salsa, 60 grams of sour cream, 40 grams of cheddar cheese. I believe that is everything, and that is going to be my last meal of the day. Morning, guys. Day... I've lost track. 4 of COVID isolation? Yeah, day 4. Feeling okay today. My back is not hurting nearly as bad as it did yesterday. Of course, it started hurting way in the evening, so we'll see what happens later. But thankfully, it's fine this morning, so I haven't had to take any pain meds. Still no fever. Obviously my nose is clearing up quite a bit. My voice sounds better. My throat isn't as gravelly. I can breathe through my nose. What else? I still can't taste or smell anything. That is pretty rough. So I concentrate on things that have good texture. I discovered last night that the lettuce tastes like chewing up paper. I do not recommend. I probably never eat lettuce again. It was disgusting. One thing that's still satisfying is this yogurt with the blueberries in it. So yeah, I'm having 350 grams of Greek yogurt. This 350 grams, I didn't say that correctly, of Greek yogurt with, I think I had Dave put 50 grams of blueberries in it because it's the only thing that's satisfying. Like the creaminess of the yogurt with the pop of the blueberries is actually satisfying to someone who can't taste a dang thing. So that is going to be happening. And then I'm also going to be having a couple of pieces of cheese because I thought maybe the texture of cheese would be okay. I haven't even opened this yet, but I think I'm going to have 3 slices. And of course the Built Bars have their own perfect texture. The only weird thing is the texture is great, but now like the chocolate on the outside that used to taste so divine literally tastes like wax. Ick. That is going to be my first meal of the day. Afternoon, guys, of day 4. I know that I look like death. I'm obviously having a bath. You can hear the bath running, and I brought some protein snacks in the tub with me. I'm probably going to end up eating, so I thought I'd show them to you.
of course, I've got my Built Bars, and I'm going to have some schoolyard snacks. These aren't my favorite thing, but because I can't taste anything anyway, they are not too bad with the crunch. Also, I've got some Coke and Bang. Whew, there they go. And that's going to be my second meal of the day. Hey guys, it is dinner time. I was kind of hoping that the bath time would really help my back, because this time of night with this COVID, I'm starting to just, I don't know if it's just because I spent so much time laying, but like right between my shoulder blades back here, it's just horrible pain. But it's not super bad right now. It's just starting. And I know ibuprofen will kick it, so I'll just probably take some with dinner. Dave made chili because I was craving chili. So this is Dave's famous keto chili with cheddar cheese and sour cream on top. I've never shared the recipe for this chili, but I probably never will either. I don't know. It's really similar to the one that they have on Keto Connect, I believe. I think that might have been where we got our starter recipe. But he makes it with 90-10 ground beef, tomatoes, peppers, all kinds of, seasonings and stuff, but that's basically the basics of it. And then, of course, some Quest chips alongside with some cheddar cheese and sour cream. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Morning, guys. Day 5. I woke up feeling okay this morning, but I have noticed that my lungs feel like it's harder to breathe. Not like there's something in my lungs, but like, I don't know, like almost like asthma, but not wheezy. So yeah, I did my incentive spirometer just now, and my level of what I can reach has gone down 500 points. So that's probably not good. My SpO2 last night was only down 1 point, and it was my normal range, so I'm not super worried, but dang. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. Not dead yet. But other than that, I'm feeling okay. So my first meal is going to be, it's a little afternoon. Let me guess, I bet you can't guess. Yogurt with blueberries is 350 grams of yogurt, of Greek yogurt with lemon juice and lemon mio, and 40 grams of blueberries. I'm going to have a few pieces of this. I don't know how many. I'm just going to eat them and then track them later. And a couple of Built Bars. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty, guys. It's like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm super sad because Dave's not here, and I ordered Grubhub for dinner. I spent like $50 to get some chicken wings, and they totally screwed up my order. So, yeah, croutons. I picked them off, but even just like these little crumbs and stuff are probably going to get me sick. I cannot handle the cross-contamination, so I don't even know if I will eat it. And the chicken wings, I always order them with sauce on the side, because I don't like to have to be so messy. I like to be able to dip the sauce, but they screwed that up too, so whatever. It is what it is. Wish I could remove my tip from the Grubhub lady, though. I mean, it's not her fault that she didn't it isn't her fault because she didn't order it, but I know I ordered it correctly. I mean, I even put in the notes to include low-cal ranch, and, well, they didn't do that right either. Never mind. There's some with the salad, but the other one is regular. Oh well. C'est la vie. I'm going to try and eat this and be happy anyway. Morning, guys. Day 6 of COVID. Dave's not home today, so I'm kind of on my own. I'm feeling okay this morning, but just also defeated because it sounds like Jasper might now have a runny nose, and Oliver came down sick last night, so all the people we were trying to protect by me being in my room are getting sick, and now I'm super worried that Xander will get it. He's the only one who's only other one that's not vaccinated, so that's my oldest son. Luckily, he doesn't spend very much time here, but who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, good morning. I woke up starving, so I decided I was going to make myself breakfast. When I went downstairs, I found this thing right here that I was too tempted to not eat. So apparently Dave had bought me a whole bunch of grapefruits, and because I wasn't asking for them, he didn't mention that I had asked for them. Should have been eating these all week for vitamin C, but
I forgot they were there. So I saw them and I went, oh, I'm going to eat some of those before they go bad. So I got 2 grapefruits, my regular yogurt with 50 grams of blueberries, and some Built Bars. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. All right, guys, it's 2:30. I am starving. Dave's not here. I already ran errands. Let's just not even go into that with my giant mask on, and it was really hard. So I'm having this Built Bar, chips, mozzarella slices. Shoot me. Alrighty, guys, it is 8 o'clock at night, and dinner is going to be Domino's because yesterday I spent $50 just on wings, and today I spent $50 on a whole Domino's for my whole family. And I cannot make dinner, and David not here. So, gluten-free pizza, it is. Morning, guys. It is Sunday, and it's about 11 o'clock. I'm about to have my first meal, and it's all protein. Don't judge me, please. I just can't even right now. I'm going to have Keto Wonderworks cereal. This is half a peanut butter, half a chocolate, and I think it's like 90 grams total. And then I'm going to put this on it for milk, drink the rest of it, and have some Built Bars. And it's going to be a protein kind of morning. Wow, that's loud. Loretta just texted me that they're going to the hospital. She thinks she might be in labor. Wow. I hope this is the real thing. I was super worried that because of COVID, they were going to make her be induced and it would cause problems with the baby. And oh, I hope this is it and it's the real thing and that they won't have to induce her. And I'm going to see our baby soon. I won't be able to see him for a few more days because I'm still contagious, but still. Can't go to the hospital anyway due to COVID, so as long as they're there, we can't see him anyway. And so I guess, considering all things out of this situation, we're kind of in the best case scenario. I'll keep you updated, as much as they keep me updated, which probably won't be a lot. Well, guess what, guys? It's baby day! I'm so happy they're going to keep her. She's 3 centimeters and 50 to 70% effaced, and they're just going to go ahead and get things started. So, praying so hard for them, and I hope it goes well, and I just can't wait to meet the grandbaby. Alrighty, guys, it's 4 o'clock. I'm about to have some yogurt. And guess what? The sugar-free whipped cream is back at Walmart again. Woohoo! So this is 300 grams of 0% Greek yogurt with lemon Mio water enhancer. And then on top, 25 grams of sugar-free whipped cream and 40 grams of blueberries. That's going to be my second meal of the day. Alrighty, guys. It's been about 12 hours since I last told you guys that Loretta was going into the hospital. She went in. She was 3 centimeters, and they decided to keep her. A few hours later, they decided they were going to start a little Pitocin. A little bit after that, they told her that they were going to break her water, so they gave her the epidural. And right after that, her water broke on its own. Things have progressed from there. They've been keeping me updated. Everything's going good. And it is 12:30 a.m. on the 18th, and she's officially 10 centimeters. Get ready to push. So it took me 2 hours to push out my first baby, so I don't expect it to be anytime super fast, but I'm so excited, and I'm going to stay up and wait until I see a picture of my grandbaby. Alrighty, guys, Dave is spoiling me tonight with leftover food from the wedding he catered yesterday that I couldn't go to. Oh yes, baby, barbecue. So we've got brisket and pulled pork with sugar-free barbecue sauce and 2 baked potatoes with butter, sour cream, and cheese. I feel like I'm in heaven. And that is going to be my last meal of the day and the last meal of this COVID week.
Take a chance and wait. Stay light as a feather, a feather. Shake away the weight. Cut what makes you tethered, tethered. Trust when you fall in every risk you take. Knowing redemption's always on its way. Let all the courage in you start to wake. Unafraid, 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 unafraid.
as you can see, my weight stayed pretty consistent all week long. I only tracked my calories. I don't even know if I put the calories on. I didn't even put the calories on this video, but I did track only the first 4 days of the week. So why don't we just talk about those and how that looked and go from there. So my calories for Monday were 2329, Tuesday was 1832, Wednesday was 1970, and Thursday was 2341. And I'm not actually sure I tracked every single thing I ate on all of 4 of those days. On Friday through Sunday, I didn't track anything. I just ate. I did film all the things I ate, but and not everything. Like some days I just ate like 3 Built bars and I didn't film it, and I'm just like, whatever. I just don't care because I'm dealing with COVID. My protein for Monday was 232, Tuesday was 201, Wednesday was 195, and Thursday was 250. So you can see that I'm still keeping my protein really, really super high, like at least 40%. Regardless of the calorie number, I'm still keeping my protein extremely high. Carbs have been 49, 68, 59, 78. And then the last 3 days I have had, like you saw in the video, I've had some other things. Actually, I didn't even film everything that I ate today. I had like 3 bags of popcorn I didn't even film. So I do it the best I can, but I don't film everything all the time, especially when I'm not paying attention. Yeah, and fats were all over the place. 121, 65, 90, 73, all over the place. I have no idea what they were the last 3 days. So my goal with this whole COVID thing was to not try and lose any weight. My goal with this whole COVID thing was, number 1, to get my protein in, because I want to make sure that my body has what it needs to heal. Number 2 was to get enough calories so that my body wasn't needing to get calories from my own self in order to fight off this virus. So those were my 2 main focuses. And number 3 was to not go crazy and overeat. So what I had been doing with the surgery is just overeating, eating all day, couldn't stop eating, and I don't want to do that anymore. So my goal was to try and maintain the best I can, and I think I did a really good job considering the fact that I was really, really sick and that I can't smell or taste anything. It is what it is, and that's where we're at right now. So I personally feel like I can see abs more. I don't know. I did do some ab exercises while I was sitting around doing nothing with COVID. Like I said in the video, the last video I did where I was talking about my 3-month scar update, I talked about doing planks and leg lifts and things like that. I mean, we're not talking like a lot of intensive exercise. We're just talking a little bit of exercise because I'm bored. I have been extremely bored with COVID. So there you go. I don't even know if there's any change. That was literally just Sunday to Sunday. So you can see if anything happened this week. I'm thinking I'm still looking pretty good. I don't look any bigger to me, but you know, who knows? How did it go? Well, let's talk about COVID. I don't know how much I mentioned in the video clips, but basically my entire family has COVID, whoever wasn't vaccinated with Pfizer. So I was vaccinated with Moderna. Dave and my 2 teenage kids were vaccinated with Pfizer. My daughter-in-law was not vaccinated. My son, who is her husband, was vaccinated with Pfizer. And I have a 25-year-old who so far has not come down with it. Everyone else has now gotten it at this point. So we made it through the first few days with only a couple of us having it, and then they started dropping like flies. And like I said, the ones with vaccine, so even like my 13-year-old daughter who's been taking care of my 5-year-old who was just diagnosed finally yesterday. Well, we got the positive result this morning. So a week later. She's been taking care of him all week, and she is still negative. We tested her as well to make sure she is still negative, even though she's been caring for him and doing whatever. So at this point, so far, the Pfizer vaccine seems to be working for whichever COVID strain this is that we have. I don't know if that means anything, because I know people that have Pfizer that are sick. So I don't know, but my symptoms have been very mild, just like they said would happen with the vaccine. But I have a really good friend who is on the exact same day as me. I do not know if she was Pfizer or Moderna. Did not ask her that. but she just went and it was admitted to the ER today. And we are both on day 6, almost 7 of our COVID journey. And she was admitted to the hospital tonight with very bad oxygen. I have not had this experience. I've been lucky. I don't know if it's my high protein diet, but I know she eats high protein too. She has a lot of the same similarities as me. She's lost weight. She's eats high protein, and she actually exercises way more than me. She goes on like 25 to 50 mile bike rides all the time, like multiple times a week. She's a little older than me, but other than that, I don't know. It's just like a genetic thing. So I actually been using my incentive spirometer that I had from my surgery a couple of times a day just to double check my oxygen, plus my watch at night keeps track of my O2. And so I've been watching to make sure that didn't go down, and it has stayed basically the same between 95 and 97%. You can see on there. I did just order an O2 sensor though for my 19-year-old who just became positive yesterday because he has asthma. So I'm going to give that to him so that he's making sure to take care of himself, because, you know, he's an adult and he won't always tell me what's going on. The little kids have been fine. They haven't even lost their sense of smell and taste. They've had some stuffy noses and been tired, and that is pretty much it. Me, the worst symptom I had was I had this really bad stabbing, like burning pain between my shoulder blades for about 4 nights. And ibuprofen would just take it away. I never had a fever, never got a cough yet. I do have a little bit of harder breathing, just like a little bit more difficult to breathe, but like I said, my spirometer hasn't changed that much. And so far, no cough. I mean, I know I'm not out of the woods totally yet, but I'm feeling like, you know, it's not going to get much worse than this. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about my extended family, but I will say that some of my extended family has gotten it, and they are having not as good of a time of it as me. Some are vaccinated, some are not. But let's talk about my daughter-in-law, because I know at the end of the video last week, I was really, really distraught over having exposed my daughter-in-law, who is due in 2 days, to have my little grandson. And honestly, that was probably the worst thing I was worried about. You will be happy to hear that none of the people that I personally thought I may have exposed, aside from my daughter-in-law, who we're going to talk about separately, all of the people that I saw that I was worried about, so far, the ones that I've been able to talk to have not come down with it. My extended family, who has come down with it, has been able to pinpoint a different location, and that they were actually exposed before I exposed them. So far, it doesn't seem like it has reached far and wide like I was dramatically scared that it was. You know, I kept saying, like, you know me, I can't do anything small. Everything has to be, wah, drama. Yeah, story of my life. So, all that to talk about my daughter-in-law. So my daughter-in-law, we got to thinking about it quite a bit, because she actually, when she came over on Sunday night and we were sitting there talking, we sounded like the same, like we had the same cold. She sounded sick, I sounded sick. And so I wasn't really thinking about it because I thought it was just a cold. Well, as it so happens, a couple of days later, she did go in and got an antigen test, which is the nasal swab. That is the less accurate test. It tests for the protein, not the actual pieces of the virus. The PCR test, which is the saliva test, tests for the actual sloughed off pieces of the virus. So she went a couple of days after I exposed her, because she still had a sore throat, and tested positive with an antigen test. That told us a couple of things. Number one, that she probably already had it. And number two, that she has probably on the tail end of it. There is a possibility that she is the one who exposed Eloise, who is our patient 0. When Eloise slept over at their house upstairs, it could have come through the vents. That would have been Saturday, and she came down with it on Tuesday, so it lines up, and it's possible that then she passed it to me. Who cares? I really don't care. She was exposed from her sister, and she knew that, and she had gone in on the second day of her symptoms a couple weeks ago. I think it was like September 30th. She went in and got tested with the antigen test and it was negative. So she thought she didn't have it. She still stayed home and quarantined because she didn't feel well, and she was very, 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 very sick. I knew that she was sick, but I also knew that she had tested negative, so I wasn't like pushing her to get tested again. When we spoke to the health department actually called me because I have school age kids, and she wanted to talk to me about like how long you have to keep kids out of school and stuff like that. And I was telling her about my daughter-in-law and the experience that she had, and she's like, oh, it's a very good chance that she is done with the virus. And so she actually was able to make an official paper that took to give to my daughter-in-law that said that she is past her quarantine already and that she doesn't need to be separated from her baby when she goes to the hospital. And she also agreed with me that she very likely already had it, and that I didn't need to stress about passing it to her because she was already over the worst of it, and probably the baby would have antibodies because she's already recovered from it, and everything is all good. So joy, joy, joy. The midwives agreed, and they told her on Friday that they were probably going to induce her tomorrow. But lo and behold, she actually woke up this morning with contractions, and she is currently in the hospital. In fact, as the making of this video, she's fairly close, probably within the next 15 minutes or so, to having her water broken and moving into the next phase of labor. So in the next few hours, I'm probably gonna be a grandma. And on Wednesday, I will be officially not contagious anymore and can go out and see a little guy. So I should be able to get a little video clip or something for next week's video for you guys. Just because I know you want to see him. I mean, because who doesn't? And yeah, I'm going to do the baby pictures and stuff for them. And so it's going to work out because I'm almost over it at this point. And it's looking very, very positive for the little guy, for her, for everyone involved. I do have some family members that, like I said, were exposed a different way, who are not doing super great. So if you could pray for them, I would be grateful. But as far as little baby goes, hopefully by the time you've seen this video, he's already here. Let's hope. All right, so what are the plans for the coming up week? I think I'm still taking it as a recovery week. The thought of going back to trying to do a cut is just, I'm so tired. I'm so over this whole thing. I'm going to be home taking care of kids all this week. It's fall break. We're doing okay. I know there are people who are not doing as well, and my heart goes out to them. This COVID virus is nuts, and I cannot believe, like, with the way my life is and how busy we are and how Utah is without masks and people refusing to get vaccinated, it seems kind of crazy that it took almost 2 years for me to even come in contact with it, to be honest. Like, I'm kind of shocked. So far so good. It has gone well with us. Like I said, my heart goes out to those of you who have lost loved ones to this virus. I know it is nothing to trifle with, and I'm just thanking my lucky stars that so far for us it has worked out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I know I talk so much, but I am going a little stir crazy by myself in my room. I have to say, like, I do feel like kind of a crazy person. And if I have to hear that commercial one more time, where the Volkswagen people are singing off key, I may stab my eyes out. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Alrighty, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you all again soon.
Trust when you fall in every risk you take, knowing redemption's always on its way. Let all the courage in you start to wake.